On here, idiots.
What's up? This is Asher Roth calling to hang out for a little bit.
Asher, what's going on, man?
You guys know you're special if it's Saturday night and I'm up here chatting with you guys. You know you're special.
You're damn right we're special.
What's going on, guys? How are you feeling?
Now, Asher, let me ask you this, man. In case our listeners have not heard, explain the whole plane bomb threat situation, please.
That was silly, man. Unfortunately, I got pulled into a scene of a crime, but, you know, it's all good. I'm definitely associated with the man who actually did restrain as my bassist and guitarist, Chris Llewellyn, so shout out to him. Very noble act that he performed. Unfortunately, you know, I wasn't on the plane. I mean, well, actually, fortunately, I wasn't on the plane. But, you know, early stories had me pulled in there. But, hey, how are you? So sorry, I just had to say hello to my second mother. But, yeah, so when that all went down, my buddy, you know, the guy got up and, you know, tried to open the door in the back when the plane was descending, and he was obviously, I think, trying to commit harm upon himself. And when people tried to get in his personal space and tell him to back off because he was obviously, you know, threatening everybody else, he started to freak out and said he had a bomb. And when the stewardess said, help me, my guitarist acted on instinct, got up and restrained the man along with a couple others, and really did something, you know, I think about that all the time. I'm like, damn, what would you do in that situation? A lot of people, you know, you freeze up. I know that they got that new show on TV, What Would You Do, which kind of like, you know, showing people's instincts and stuff. But totally a noble act by my man Chris. So, you know, I'm just happy to know somebody who you know, responds like that.
Hey, you got a bunch of press off it, you know, so.
That was crazy, man. That was really
Nobody got harmed. You got more buzz off it. It can't hurt.
You know what I mean? It was kind of crazy, but I mean, just being who I am, I'm not, when I found out about that, when I left the Carson Daly show and saw that suddenly I'm on all these blogs, just taking out terrorists, I was like, oh my God, like, I have to do something about this. So it was, you know, it got blown out of proportion and kind of, you know, taking that route, but it's all good. It's not like a bad thing, but, you know, I can't take credit for something I didn't do, you know what I mean? So it was important for me to kind of get that all cleared up, but like you said, it's not a bad thing, so, you know, I'm just happy to, like I said, I'm just happy to know somebody who acts that way in a situation of that matter.
All right. Now, Asher, let's go back to the beginning, man. You were a college student.
Man, I was just hanging out. I was just doing what I do, trying to get by, maybe get some good grades, just trying to mac on some women more or less in the sundresses, you know?
and you got into the music thing.
Right.
You throw up a MySpace page, and you get discovered.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's almost like winning the lottery, you know what I mean? Because and now I experience it. It's so weird because now that I'm on MySpace and I've been in the position where people are actually looking to me for opportunity, it's wild because I was in the absolute same position where I was going to people who either it was artists that I liked or just like, you know, some corporate people that had MySpace accounts or just people in radio, whatever, and I would send them out emails and be like, yo, check me out. I'm a kid. I do music. Like, what can I do to, you know, further this or whatever, anything like that. And now I'm receiving those same emails, and I'm just like, wow, you know what I mean? And kind of understanding what this is all morphed into. But it's really crazy, man. It's really like winning the lottery. It really is.
No doubt. Now, Asher, let me tell you, it has to be a surreal feeling because I've seen video clips of you freestyling in the club with Beanie Siegel and Mr. Fab and all that and all types of things. I mean, what does it feel like, you know, going from a guy who's like a consumer and a fan to like that guy who's in demand?
It's important that I take a step back sometimes and look at it objectively because it's interesting because I'm back home now. I'm back in Morrisville hanging out for a little bit while we get some things tied down. People, it's not like that I've changed or anything, but it's important that, you know, I get it out there that, yo, I'll never change as long as people don't change the way they speak to me. You know what I mean?
Now, speaking of that surreal feeling that you're going through now, you get discovered by Scooter.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Through MySpace, and then you're out there, you're shopping the deal, you end up at Def Jam, and you end up in Jay-Z's office.
Yeah, man, that was a little by accident. That wasn't exactly planned. That was a little impromptu.
Did he make you spit in front of him?
Oh, yeah. R.I.P. to Shakir Stewart, to Shake, who's a close friend of what we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I'm going to do something for you guys that I normally don't do. I want you to rap for one of my friends. And I immediately thought it was female interns, you know what I mean? Because you have to rap for the females. If they like you, then, you know, people take you, you know, you might sell records. And that's what I thought I was going to do, go talk to some female interns real quick. So I'm clearing my throat, brushing my shoulders off a little bit, and I make a right into Jay-Z's office. Just a gorgeous office. You're obviously in the presence of somebody who was doing something of mild success to say the least. So he walks towards me, and he's just, got the whole aura going, glowing bright, and, out of the office, I was just like, wow, I can't believe this. But, I gained my composure, came back, said what's up, obviously paid some homage to him. And then I ended up rapping for seriously probably about, I'd say, 5 to 6 straight real-time minutes that probably felt like 10 to 15.
Wow.
But at the end of it, he was just like, wow, man, you're nice, man. You're really nice. Looking back, I guess it's crazy, but being in the moment in itself was kind of just like, all right, this is happening. But then when I look back, I'm like, damn, I had a stain on my shirt. Man, like, it is what it is, but, I mean, it makes the story that much better,
And I like the fact that, you promote that, you're from the suburbs. Like, you're not trying to be something that you're not, you know what I'm saying?
It's important, man. I mean, I feel like the truth is going to come out regardless, sometime, whether that's 25 years down the road or tomorrow, that the truth is going to come out. So rather, be exposed for anything that I'm not. I would rather just be myself, be comfortable in my own skin, not have to worry about having some on-camera presence. I'd rather just be myself all the time. It makes my life that much easier. If you don't lie, man, you don't have to remember anything,
Right. Now, where'd the dailykush.com come from?
The Daily Kush, I mean, the real deal was, well, obviously I'm into botany, and I do my whole thing.
Interesting way to put it.
But on the flip side, I did have I was out in L.A., and I was coming home, and a kitten was being left by, they had found this kitten in the backyard, and they couldn't keep it because the husband or something was allergic to cats. So through a friend of the family, the kitten got brought to us, and this kitten was like 6 weeks old. And I had just gotten back from L.A., where L.A. does very well with plants out there. And I was all, on the Kush tip. So when I got back, I was like, wow, this cat is the best. So I named it Kush. And then, so I was hanging out with it, and then we started building this online community. Yeah. And from that, there was like, what are we going to call it? And, I was like, I'm going to just name it after my kitten. Really just joking at first. But with that, it was just kind of, the Daily Kush, it's kind of it's the social network where you can go and get all the latest, fresh-ish, you know what I mean? Where you can get, whether it's news or videos or clothing or anything like that. But it's still a work in progress. We're really trying to turn that into a community, but we're at a good foundation for that.
Yeah, you got the buzz going right now. You've been on Carson Daly's show. You're all over the web. It's a good look right now.
When the music drops, people are really going to understand what's going on. Because I know some people are still a little confused. They're still caught up in the white rapper stereotypes and stuff. But with Obama being inaugurated and everything like that, we are in a season and a time of change, and it's important that people are going to realize what is going on. And we're moving away from the dark ages and moving more towards the light, and that's really what Obama, myself, not to put myself on the same pedestal by any means, but we do represent the same things as far as hope, change, love, and light. You know what I mean? Like, it's not about beefing with each other. It's not about I'm the best, no one's better than me. It's about, if we're going to do this, as a country, as a whole, as a unit, if we're going to move this forward, we have to do it collectively. And, it's very important. I just want to be part of that. That's really all it comes down to.
Asher, I got one last question for you.
What you got, man?
Are you sick of being compared to Marshall Mathers?
Well, it's whatever, man. Like, I'm just over it, because I know when the music gets heard, people are going to completely get it. I'm telling you, from the moment the CD starts, like, we just finished up, man, and I could not be more excited. By the way, the album is called Asleep in the Bread Aisle, and when people pop that in, and they're going to feel the excitement again. They're going to get it, that there is a new artist. This is not a cookie cutter. Wish I was somebody. They're going to get the personality. They're going to get the person. They're going to get a new artist to be excited about. And I'm just excited that I am putting myself out there the way that I want to be put out, because it's scary, man. People get in the industry and get twisted and all this and that. But, we're doing something positive, and I think that's why, people are really latched onto it the way it is. I mean, that's it, man. It's just skin color, but once everybody's past that, they're going to get it,
Asher, we appreciate you taking some time out, and we're going to have to get you out here to Connecticut to do a show one of these days, man.
Peace and love to you guys. Keep holding down Connecticut. We love you out there.
All right, man. Take care, all right?
Peace. You too.
On here, idiots.